Hello there! Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look. It's a bit of an adventure. Didn't really know what I was going for, but I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, which is my favorite palette, like, ever. Keep on watching and you can find out how I did this. Alright, so I've got my primers on. I've got the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Matte Primer and the Tarte Clean Slate 360 Creaseless Eye Primer. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do my base, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so for foundation, I used the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Light 1 Siberia. Lately, I've really been enjoying applying this with a damp sponge. In the beginning, for some reason, it just looked really bad when I applied it with a sponge, but for whatever reason, it is actually looking, in my opinion, really amazing with a sponge. It looks like beautiful, perfect skin, which I don't naturally have. This is my absolute favorite foundation when it comes to the color. It is so hard for me to find a yellow toned pale shade that is yellow enough and pale enough, and seriously, I don't know if you can see, but it matches me perfectly. So to set it, I used, as always, it's my only setting powder, the Rimmel Match Perfection in 001 Transparent with a powder puff. I like to use a powder puff because I feel like it really smooths out that foundation, sets it in, and if I have any texture on my skin, it really hides it well, as opposed to swiping a powder on, which I don't personally like on my own skin. For highlighter, I used the e.l.f. Shimmer in pink. Bronzer is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I love it. It is so difficult to find a bronzer that is pale enough but gives just enough warmth, but that isn't orange or red. So it was a good find, and it was only, I think, $5 Canadian, which when you look at how big that is, like, holy cow. Contour is the NYX Blush in Taupe. As you can see, it is a very well-loved contour powder. For cheeks, I switched it up today. I don't use cream products very often because I always forget to put it on before I've set, which I did today, but this went on amazingly regardless. It is the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek tint in the shade Rally, but it's just so creamy that it was able to go on over my powder quite well. And it does have a bit of a, almost has like glitter pieces through it, so if you're not a fan of glitter, then I would definitely not recommend this, but I love to sparkle, I love glitter, so I love it. Now I'm going to use, concealer, duh. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly. Again, nice and yellow and pale. Thank you, NARS, for having pale yellow tones. Alright, for eyeshadow, my goodness, I'm scatterbrained. Okay. For brows, I used the NYX For brows, I used the NYX Sculpt and Highlight in the shade Taupe Vanilla. Oh, I love this color. It is so hard as a blonde to find a color that is not orange, but sometimes they can run a little yellow, but this one is that perfect. I mean, obviously it doesn't match my hair, because if it matched my hair and like the roots of my hair, well then you wouldn't even be able to see my eyebrows because they're blonde, but it's a good color. For eyeshadow today, I'll be using the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to try to lean a little bit more cool toned, which is difficult because obviously it's a very warm palette. Yeah, this is honestly my favorite eyeshadow palette I have ever had. I personally love the nice warm tones on my eyes. When I went to Idaho for a month to visit my sister, this is the only eyeshadow I brought because it's that awesome. For a month, this was all I used. I love it. Now for eyeshadow brushes, I have this set from Lamora that I got for Christmas. I don't know where you can get it from, but I'm sure if you just looked up Lamora, you might find it. These are really amazing brushes. They have everything you need for an eye look. But I also really like this brush that came with the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. It's got a smaller bit on the end and then a fluffy blending side. Oh yeah, by the way, it's Canada Day today. I'm Canadian, eh? A boot? Roof? Do I sound Canadian yet? Goodness gracious, this is a talky video. Wow. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I'm so tired. Alright. Blender brush. Tempera. A blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Buon Fresco. I hope I pronounced that right. There's probably someone out there going, oh my gosh, she's such an idiot. And you know what? I am. I'm just going to take that into the crease. Going to take the shade Cypress Umber. This could backfire. It might be a little bit warmer than what I want, but they really don't have a lot of cool tones in this palette, so I will make do. So I'm going to take Cypress Umber on this angled shader brush. Oh, not get it so perfect on the other eye. Ah! Okay, let's take this little small shader brush and try and, you know what, it's already pretty messed up. There's like no fixing that. Crap. I should have used an angled brush, but I didn't know this is what I was gonna do. See, this is where it probably would have been helpful to do my eyeshadow first and my base last. But honestly, I just hate doing that. I don't know why. Just can't do it. Ah, me says I need to get an angled brush. Doesn't. My brushes are literally like right next to me. It wouldn't be that hard. Crap, okay, this is, yep, okay. Ooh. I'm gonna take the angled brush and take some of the shade Antique Bronze and kind of sweep that over the lid a little bit. I'm going to take the shade Vermeer, just a shimmery kind of pearl shade. Okay, I'm going to take that small shader brush again and go back into Antique Bronze. I'm going to curl my lashes and then tight line both up and lower waterline with a brown liner. Okay, I'm going to take a brown liquid liner and just really define. Oh my goodness, my left eye is watering so bad. If your eye is ever watering really bad when you're putting on makeup and you've already got like everything on, take a Q-tip, stick it right in the inner corner of your eye and like tilt your head so that the tears will go down. And then you might need to reapply your inner corner highlight. I'm going to set my brows with a clear brow gel. And then on a normal day I'd use setting spray to set it all down, and then I'd use mascara. But because it is, gosh, what time is it? 6:43 p.m. So I'm not going to set my makeup because, I mean, I'm just going to be taking it off in a few hours to go to bed. For mascara, I'm going to use the Lancome Monsieur Big. I'm not going to use my waterproof one right now because, as I just said, I'm going to bed in a few hours and I don't want to deal with taking off waterproof mascara when I really don't need it. But because I have really watery eyes, if I'm wearing my makeup throughout the day, then waterproof mascara is heaven sent. Can't remember if I mentioned this, so I'm going to mention it now. When I put the eyeliner on my waterline and the liquid liner on the top, I didn't bring it in past my pupil. Keep my eye kind of wide and bright, even though it is a kind of more pulled out look, so it can make your eyes look a little bit more squinty instead of big and wide, and I prefer my eyes to look big and wide. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to use the Too Faced Melted Matte from the I Want Candy collection, and it is in the color Tropical Punch. And I'll be layering the lipstick from the same collection in the shade Melted Ice Cream in the center to give it a bit of that more defined. This is a more bluey toned super bright pink, so I like it for this look because I am aiming for something slightly more cool toned than I normally do. Goodness gracious, these smell good. Does anyone else just love when liquid lipsticks, or any lipstick really, just smells so good? Because it's like right under your nose, so you really smell it. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Melted Ice Cream. I'm actually going to take it off the applicator with this little brush because I don't want to stain the applicator. I'm just going to take that onto the center. And this is just going to help my tiny little lips look a little bit bigger. So yeah, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Like and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you subscribe and hit that little notification bell. It's down here. Down here. I think it's right here. Yeah, maybe here. Well, if you hit that little button, you will see a new video from me every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye! Say hello, everybody, Mika. Say hello, everybody. This is Mika. Isn't she beautiful? Yes, she's so beautiful. I love you. This handsome man is Sebastian. I just woke him up from a nap and he clawed me. Yes. Oh, you can see his pair of glowing, beautiful eyes. Yes, you have beautiful eyes. Sebastian here is a Manxie, which means he has no tail. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go put him back. And this big boy is Castiel. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love you. Ooh. Oh my gosh, he's so big. He's 22 pounds of fluff and contempt.